Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I have a question for you today. A very simple question. Are you ready?
Ooh, I love questions. Ask me.
Okay. Here is the question. How do you talk about education in English?
Education. That's a big word.
Yes, it is a big word. But today we are going to make it simple, very simple.
Yes, because some people know a lot about education, but they don't know how to talk about it in English.
Exactly. Maybe you are a student. Maybe you are a teacher. Maybe you finished school a long time ago. It doesn't matter. After this video, you will know how to talk about education in English.
And you will feel confident. You will be able to say things like, I studied at university, or my favorite subject was math, or maybe I didn't like homework. Nobody likes homework, Alice.
Ha! Nobody likes homework, Alice.
That is the truth, David. That is the truth.
So, stay with us. This video is for you. Let's start. Okay, Alice, let's start with the basics. What is education?
Good question. Education is learning. It is the process of learning new things.
Yes, and where do we learn?
We learn in many places. We learn at school, we learn at university, we learn at home, we even learn on YouTube.
Yes, YouTube is a great teacher. But let's talk about the most common words for education. The first word is school.
School. S-C-H-O-O-L. School.
Yes, school. This is where children go to learn. For example, I can say, I go to school every day, or I went to school in my city.
And in English, we have different types of schools. There is primary school, or we can say elementary school. This is for young children aged about 6 to 11 years old.
That's right. Then there is secondary school, or we can say high school. This is for older children, maybe 12 to 18 years old.
And then after high school, there is university, or we can say college.
Yes, university and college. These two words are very similar. In American English, people often say college. In British English, people often say university.
So both words are correct?
Both words are correct, yes. For example, I studied at university, or I went to college in London.
Okay, so let me repeat those words. We have primary school, secondary school or high school, and university or college.
Perfect, Alice. Listeners, did you go to school? Of course you did. What type of school did you go to? Primary school, high school, university? Think about that. We will use these words later.
Okay, David, now let's talk about how to describe your school experience. How do you say what school was like for you?
Great question. Let's start with some simple sentences. The first sentence is, I went to school in, and then you add your city or country.
For example, I went to school in France, or I went to school in Japan, or I went to school in Brazil.
Very good. Now, another useful sentence is, I studied, and then you add the subject or topic.
For example, I studied English, or I studied science, or I studied business.
Let's talk about school subjects. Alice, what was your favorite subject at school?
Oh, my favorite subject? I think art. I loved art class. What about you, David?
Me? I loved history. I loved learning about the past, old stories, old places.
That's interesting. Okay, so let's teach our listeners some common school subjects. Ready?
Ready.
Math, or mathematics. This is numbers, adding, subtracting, calculating.
Science. This is learning about nature, animals, plants, the earth, the universe.
History. This is learning about the past, old events, old people, old countries.
Geography. This is learning about the world, mountains, rivers, countries, capitals.
English or language arts. This is reading, writing, and speaking.
Physical education. We say PE. This is sport, running, jumping, playing games.
Oh, I loved PE.
Really? I was not very good at PE.
David, that's funny. Okay, let's continue. Music, art, and technology, or computer science.
Great. So now our listeners have a list of subjects. And here is a very useful question. What was your favorite subject?
And the answer? My favorite subject was, and then you add the subject. For example, my favorite subject was music.
Or if you didn't like a subject, you can say, my least favorite subject was, For example, my least favorite subject was math.
A lot of people say that.
Yes, math is difficult for many people, but that is okay. Now, let's talk about teachers, because teachers are very important in education.
Oh, yes. How do we talk about teachers in English?
We can say, my teacher was very kind, or my teacher was very strict.
Strict. What does strict mean?
Strict means the teacher had many rules. The teacher was very serious. No talking, no laughing, sit down, be quiet.
Oh, like a police officer in the classroom.
Yes, exactly. But some teachers are kind. Kind means nice, gentle, helpful. My teacher was very kind. She always helped me.
I had a very kind teacher in primary school. Her name was Mrs. Johnson. She always smiled. She made learning fun.
That sounds wonderful. Good teachers make a big difference.
They really do. Okay, so our listeners can now say, my teacher was kind, or my teacher was strict, or even my teacher was funny.
Yes, a funny teacher is the best teacher, I think. Okay, now let's talk about university or college. This is called higher education. Higher education means education after high school.
And a lot of people in the world go to university, so it is very useful to talk about this.
Yes. So how do we talk about university in English? Let's start with I studied, and then the subject. For example, I studied medicine, or I studied economics, or I studied engineering.
Let me share some common university subjects. Medicine, this is studying to become a doctor. Law, this is studying to become a lawyer. Engineering, this is studying to build things, bridges, machines, technology. Business, this is studying how to run a company. Education, this is studying to become a teacher.
And psychology, this is studying the human mind, how people think, how people feel.
Very interesting subject. Okay, and in English, we have special words for university. When you finish university, you get a degree. A degree. D-E-G-R-E-E.
Yes, a degree is like a certificate. It shows you finished your studies. For example, I have a degree in biology, or she got her degree last year.
And there are different types of degrees. The first degree is called a bachelor's degree. This is the basic university degree, usually 3 or 4 years of study.
Then there is a master's degree. This is more advanced, usually 1 or 2 more years after the bachelor's degree.
And then the highest degree is a PhD. PhD. This is called a Doctor of Philosophy. But don't worry, you don't have to study philosophy. It is just the name for the highest level of study.
Yes, that confuses many people. Wait, I studied engineering. Why is my degree called philosophy?
Yes, very confusing, but that's just the tradition.
Okay, so now our listeners know how to talk about degrees. Let's practice some sentences. Alice, can you give some examples?
Of course. I have a bachelor's degree in English literature. She is studying for her master's degree. He got his PhD in chemistry after 6 years.
Excellent. And here is another very useful phrase. I graduated from. Graduated. This means you finished your studies successfully. Graduated.
For example, I graduated from university in 2015, or she graduated from high school last year.
And we can also say, I'm a graduate of. For example, I'm a graduate of Oxford University.
Ooh, that sounds very impressive.
Yes, it does. But every university is good, of course. The important thing is learning.
Okay, David. Now let's have a more natural conversation, like two friends talking about education, so our listeners can hear how it sounds in real life.
Great idea. Let's do it. So, Alice, did you go to university?
Yes, I did. I went to university in Canada. I studied communications.
Oh, interesting. How long did you study?
4 years. It was a bachelor's degree. What about you? Did you go to university?
Yes, I studied business. I was at university for 3 years. Then I did a master's degree, 1 more year.
Wow, so you studied for 4 years total?
Yes, 4 years total. It was a lot of work, but very useful.
Do you think university is important?
That's a good question. I think university is useful, but I also think you can learn in many ways. You can learn by working, you can learn online, you can learn by reading books.
That's true. Education doesn't have to be only at school.
Exactly. But for some jobs, you need a degree. For example, to become a doctor, you need to study medicine. To become a lawyer, you need to study law.
Yes, but for many jobs, experience is also very important. What you can do, not just what you studied.
Absolutely. Okay, let's pause here for a moment. Listeners, here is a question for you. Did you go to university? What did you study? Think about it and tell us in the comments. We want to know.
Okay, let's keep going. Now let's talk about studying. How do you study? What are good study habits? And how do we talk about these things in English?
Good topic. First, let's learn the verb to study. I study every day. She studies in the morning. They studied for the exam.
And another important word, to learn. I learn new words every day. He learned to speak English in 1 year. We are learning together right now.
To study and to learn are similar, but there is a small difference. To study usually means you are working with books or notes. You are preparing. You are reviewing.
And to learn means you understand something new. You know something you didn't know before.
For example, I studied for 3 hours. This means you spent 3 hours with your books.
And I learned a lot today. This means you understood many new things today.
Great explanation, Alice. Now, let's talk about some study vocabulary. The first word is homework.
Homework. Ha! Nobody's favorite word.
Haha, that's right. Homework is work you do at home. Your teacher gives you homework, you do it at home, then you bring it back to school.
Did you do your homework? That is a very common question.
Yes, very common. Okay, next word, exam, or we can say test. An exam is when you answer questions. Your teacher checks if you know the material.
I have an exam tomorrow. I'm nervous about my test. These are very natural sentences.
And the result of an exam is called a grade, or a mark. For example, I got a good grade on my exam, or she got full marks on her test.
Full marks means you got everything correct, 100%. Perfect.
I didn't get full marks very often, I must say.
Me neither, David. Me neither. Okay, let's talk about some more useful words. A classroom. This is the room where you have lessons.
A lesson or a class. This is one period of learning. For example, the math lesson starts at 9 o'clock.
A teacher, the person who teaches you. A student or a pupil, the person who is learning.
And in university, teachers are often called professors. A professor is a very experienced teacher at university level.
Yes, my professor was very knowledgeable. Knowledgeable means they know a lot about their subject.
Great word. Okay, now let's talk about some phrases for talking about study habits. These are very natural phrases that people use.
The first one, I study best in the morning, or I study best at night. This means you learn better at that time.
I like to take notes. Taking notes means writing down important information. While the teacher is talking, you write the key points.
I revise before an exam. Revise means to review. You look at your notes again. You practice again. Before the exam to remember everything.
I study with a partner, or I study in a group. Some people like to study with other people. They discuss. They explain to each other.
That's a great way to learn. When you explain something to another person, you understand it better yourself.
Absolutely. Okay, and here is a very useful expression. I'm struggling with. This means something is difficult for you. For example, I'm struggling with grammar, or I'm struggling with pronunciation.
This is a very honest and natural thing to say. Don't be afraid to say when something is hard. It's okay to struggle. It's part of learning.
Exactly. And the opposite, I'm good at. I'm good at reading. I'm good at listening. I'm good at speaking.
And I need to improve my writing. I need to improve my vocabulary.
These are very useful phrases. Use them. Practice them.
Oh, David, wait a moment. I just want to say something to our viewers.
Of course. Go ahead.
If you are enjoying this video, if you are learning new words and phrases, please give us a thumbs up. Click the like button. It really helps our channel grow.
And if you are new here, welcome. We make these videos for English learners just like you. Simple English, natural English, real conversations. So please subscribe. Click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video.
Yes, we have new videos every week, and we are always here to help you improve your English. You are not alone on this journey.
Okay, let's continue our lesson.
You know, David, education is different in different countries.
Yes, that is so true. In some countries, children start school at 5 years old. In other countries, they start at 6 or 7.
And the school year is different too. In many countries, school starts in September, but in some countries, like Australia, school starts in February.
Because Australia is in the southern hemisphere, the seasons are different there.
That always surprises people.
And in some countries, children go to school 6 days a week. In others, only 5 days.
5 days is already enough.
I agree. Okay, but one thing is the same everywhere. Education is important in every country, in every language, in every culture.
That's beautifully said, David. And that is why learning English is so powerful, because English is used in education all over the world.
Yes, so many textbooks are written in English. So many university courses are taught in English. If you can understand English, you can access so much more education.
Exactly. And that is why our viewers are here. They are working hard, they want to improve, and we are so happy to help.
Okay, now let's practice together. I'm going to ask some questions. Alice, you answer, and our viewers can answer too. Ready?
Ready.
Question 1. Where did you go to school?
I went to school in a small town in England, a quiet little town. Very green, very peaceful.
Nice. Question 2. What was your favorite subject?
My favorite subject was art. I loved painting and drawing. I was not very talented, but I loved it.
That's the most important thing. Question 3. Did you like school?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I liked seeing my friends. I liked the creative subjects, art and music, but I didn't like sitting still for too long.
I understand that. Question 4. Did you go to university? What did you study?
Yes, I studied communications at university in Canada. I learned about media, journalism, advertising. It was very interesting.
Sounds great. And question 5. What do you think is the most important thing in education?
Oh, great question. I think curiosity. Curiosity, wanting to know more. If you are curious, you will always learn. You will ask questions, you will explore. That is more important than any grade.
I love that answer. Curiosity. What a great word. C-U-R-I-O-S-I-T-Y. Curiosity.
And English learners, you already have curiosity because you are here watching this video learning. That means you are curious. That means you will succeed.
Yes, 100%. Okay, everyone. Now we are going to repeat the most important phrases slowly and clearly. Listen carefully. Repeat after us if you can.
This is very good practice for your speaking. Don't be shy. Say the words out loud.
Ready? Let's go.
Phrase 1. I went to school in. Say it slowly with me. I went to school in.
For example, I went to school in Egypt. I went to school in Mexico. I went to school in South Korea.
Good. Phrase 2. My favorite subject was. My favorite subject was.
For example, my favorite subject was science. My favorite subject was English. My favorite subject was history.
Phrase 3. I studied at university. I studied at university.
Or, I studied business at university. I studied medicine at university. I studied languages at university.
Phrase 4. I graduated from. I graduated from.
For example, I graduated from high school in 2010. She graduated from university last year.
Phrase 5. I'm good at. I'm good at.
I'm good at reading. I'm good at math. I'm good at languages.
Phrase 6. I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with.
I'm struggling with grammar. I'm struggling with pronunciation. I'm struggling with vocabulary.
And that is completely okay. We all struggle sometimes. The important thing is to keep going.
That's right. Phrase 7. I need to improve my. I need to improve my.
I need to improve my speaking. I need to improve my listening. I need to improve my writing.
And finally, phrase 8. Education is important to me. Education is important to me.
Say it with me. Education is important to me. Say it again. Education is important to me.
Because it is true, isn't it? That's why you are here.
Okay, before we finish, let's give our listeners some bonus vocabulary. Extra words, very useful words for talking about education.
Great idea. Let's go.
The first word, scholarship. A scholarship is money given to a student. You don't have to pay it back. For example, she received a scholarship to study abroad.
Abroad means in another country. Studying abroad is very popular. Many students go to another country to learn, to experience a new culture, and improve their language skills.
For example, I studied abroad in Spain for 1 year. He wants to study abroad in the United States.
Next word, tuition. Tuition is the money you pay for education. For example, university tuition is very expensive in some countries.
Yes, in some countries like the USA and UK, tuition can be very expensive. This is why scholarships are so valuable.
Next word, campus. The campus is the area of the university, the buildings, the gardens, the sports areas. Altogether, that is the campus. For example, the university campus is very beautiful.
Next word, semester. A semester is a period of study, usually about 4 to 6 months. Most universities have 2 semesters in 1 year.
The new semester starts in September. My exams are at the end of the semester.
Next word, curriculum. The curriculum is all the subjects and topics students learn, the plan of what is taught. For example, the school has a very strong curriculum.
And one more very useful word, extracurricular. Extracurricular activities are activities outside of normal classes, like sports, drama, music clubs, art clubs.
For example, I did a lot of extracurricular activities at school. She was in the school drama club. He played on the school football team.
These activities are very important for students. They help you meet people, build skills, and have fun.
Yes, school is not only about studying, it is about growing as a person.
Well said.
Okay, David, I think we covered a lot today.
We really did. Let me quickly summarize what we learned today.
Yes, let's review.
We learned the types of schools: primary school, secondary school, university, or college.
We learned school subjects: math, science, history, geography, art, music, PE.
We learned how to talk about our school experience. I went to school in. My favorite subject was, my teacher was kind or strict.
Yes, we learned about university degrees, bachelor's, master's, PhD, and how to say, I graduated from.
We learned useful phrases for studying. I'm good at. I'm struggling with. I need to improve my.
And we learned some bonus vocabulary: scholarship, tuition, campus, semester, curriculum, extracurricular.
That's a lot. Great job, everyone, for watching until the end.
You are serious learners, and we are proud of you.
Yes, we really mean that. Every minute you spend practicing English makes you better, and you are doing it right now. So give yourself a big smile.
Yes, smile. You deserve it.
And now, the most important part of the video.
The comments.
Yes, we have a question for you.
Here is your question. Tell us in the comments, what did you study at school or university? And what was your favorite subject?
Write your answer below. We read every comment. We love to hear from you, from all over the world.
Yes, we have viewers from so many countries. Brazil, Egypt, Vietnam, Turkey, Indonesia, Morocco, Japan, Mexico, and so many more.
We love our community. You make this channel special.
So write in the comments. Tell us your education story. Practice your English there. That is a great way to learn.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We post new English conversation videos every week, just for you.
Thank you so much for watching. Take care, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.